Back once again for the renegade master. Beat tap 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 power to the people. Okay, so we go to the 2-4 on the right angle cross of the unexpected. When you get to the 2-4 here, you know what happens to them. And you know it wakes them up. They get surprised. It's like having the 2-4 and you manage somehow to get them out of their house long enough to fill their houses with people for a surprise party. You're going to freak them out and you're responsible for it. You have lost a friend. How dare you do that to me? They flip out. They don't like surprises. It is something with surprises they don't like. So if you have a 2-4 child on this cross, don't surprise them. They don't like it. Make sure they know what's going on. Don't think it's such a big deal that you're going to surprise them with a special birthday present. You're going to get exactly the opposite that you thought you were going to get from them. All that 2-4 child wants is that they can be an influence in their life and that everybody obeys them. You obey me, and if you obey me, then everything is going to be fine. That's all they care about. If you're 2-4 in your world, your home, this is the place where your influence has to be felt the strongest. You have to allow children who are 31s wants to display their influence. You must. It's not like you allow them to take over your life, but you have to nurture this in them so that they are not surprised. You don't want to be a 2-4 on this cross and you have the 25 gate and you don't have the 51 and you have an open heart center and you can be surprised and drop dead just from the sock. Again, the unexpected is a funny thing. And we always talk about unexpected leaders emerging out of nowhere. The unexpected hero, every time you get to the playoffs. And professional sport is somebody who during the regular season, everybody ready to fire them, and all of a sudden they come out of nowhere and they're the hero. It's a principle of influence. It's the unexpected that has the deepest impact. So basically what you're doing with these children is that you have to nourish them towards that. The way that you do that is you get them to practice the influence. And in the 2-4 obviously you have to call that out. They can be very, very deeply, deeply influential. And again, influential to the cell that forms around them. Most fours in their social interaction are trying to influence the other without any motive. It's their nature to be influential. It's their nature to have this in their social capacity. But when you have it pointed like this very gift that they have become the reason for being with the group. It's to influence them, and to influence them that there are no surprises, nothing unexpected. What do you mean? Every Thursday night we all go to the theater and see the movie together, and one of them says, why don't you go on Tuesday night and do something different? Oh geez, don't say that to 2-4. The 2-4 will do everything in his power, obscuration, distraction, you name it, everything in his power to remind everybody, no. Thursday we go to the movies and we watch the movies together, and they will do everything to influence this group. And finally, the group will say, all right, maybe next Wednesday. Yeah, we can think about that, but we're going to try to work out. But Thursday night, movie nights, we don't change that. Now, if you raise that old child recognition, how influence works, the same 2-4 can be called to take advantage of that, to work with his influence. In other words, well, that's an interesting idea. What to do the rest of us? What do the rest of us do think? Do you think, and all of a sudden you are take control of the leader. You take the moment of challenge from what is your way, and you slowly turn it into you're the one making the decision for everyone. All right, guys, let's go do that. But then we have to learn that. If they don't learn that, they're going to be very difficult in those situations and threatened by that unexpected, because the unexpected threatens their power. It threatens their leadership. Every time a country has an election, they really saw that in Spain. The unexpected can really take the wind out of your sails out of nowhere. If it weren't for the unexpected in the Madrid train station, this country would still be ruled by the right. And this is the horror of all leaders, that out of nowhere something is going to happen and it's going to mess things up for them. They hate the unexpected. Imagine right now at the White House that they find out that that there are aliens about to arrive, and you can see them talking to them. Could you wait until after November? Can I distract you to visit Neptune for a while? Because I have to deal with you. It could affect the election. And in this kind of the season where you have a build-up to any political election, you know that the public know less about what's going on than any other time, because the governments are terrified that anything could be that unexpected element that blows everything up and takes the wind out of their political sails. They hate it. 2-5. The thing that makes the 2-5s are so interesting is that they can bring such an unexpectedly something that they can be so disturbing out of nowhere, because they're really hidden. The whole 2-5 thing we looked at, they're really hidden. And yet at the same time, they can do the most unexpected thing. It has enormous influence. Do you realize how easy it is for humanity to to be distracted by the unexpected? It's what we love. It says that mutation is at work. It says the archetype that you had, that's bullshit. I can come from anywhere. There's no way really to be able to control all of this. And they get very nervous. Well, then I have to keep up my level of influence. I have to keep on putting my things into them as a counterbalance against the potential of the unexpected. As a matter of fact, if I influence them in the deepest possible way, I can always distract them from the truth. If George Bush turns out to be a transvestite serial killer, there are still those in America that would vote for him. As somebody who influences others, you can influence a certain coterie, so deep that it doesn't matter what is revealed about you. It doesn't make a difference. They will still not do the unexpected. They will stay with you. They won't revolt and turn against you. So you see how these political processes function. It's why we're both dependent on it and detest our politicians because they're trapped in these games and we all know them. And we know even if we dare, despite our comments, would be in the same game because it's the game. It's the way that it works. It just influence is afraid to lose its power because the unexpected can strip it away. And that's really what it's all about. When you're trying to influence other people, you don't want some unexpected fly to show up in the soup. You don't, it ruins everything, but it only ruins everything if you're not self. But it's one of the things to understand that the not self can't deal with things that way. For the not self, immediate, it's, oh my God, I have to find a way to distract them. I have to find a way to obscure it. Let me take my mistake and show them that it was my really right. Let me weave it that into, well, that was really trying to do its test and see how good you are observing its students. Most people, when they screw up, they cover up. It's one of the basic things about the not self. You blow it and you cover it up. And you cover it up with obscuration. You cover it up with distraction. You do everything that you can. Oh, look over here. Oh, yeah, right. Point somebody in another direction. Take down another track. So you can see what leads us to uncomfortable, what makes everybody in the cross uncomfortable. There are the cross of the unexpected. And they terrified of it because they don't know what it's going to do. And they don't know what's going to do to them. And if you're in the 31, it's like, look, we came all the way along. After all, we only have one more door to go. And we've gone all the way along in the whole quarter of civilization. Did we get all the way here to have our purpose screwed up by some unexpected comet coming out of the sky and killing us? It's like, Jesus, no, I don't want that. It's terrible. We over here right now. We got to make this work. What to do? The unexpected is going to be here. Well, Jesus is never here, and that comet is also never going to hit because there is no space. But yeah, that's for the next teaching.